Hello YouTube friends, I just want to go over the part 2 of my mold with silicone. You mix part A, this one, to part B. Part A is pink, part B is blue, and then you end up with this. I already mixed to try to make this video a little bit short. I'm gonna eventually, not right now, but eventually I'm gonna link all the videos together so that you guys can watch it. On the first video, I started this part where I made the first layer of the silicone. Then now I'm gonna do the second layer. This layer I'm putting in this, and the reason I'm doing this is so that I don't have to make a big mold with silicone. It saves on the silicone and make the mold a little bit stronger. So here is my silicone, and I buy those brushes at the dollar store, so I can just throw them out. So you put in a little bit of the silicone, and the good thing is because it dries kind of like bluish, purplish, so when you put in the new layer, you don't have to put in a very thick layer, but you want to put thick enough where it's going to glue the gauze. I think that's how you pronounce this. So here's what we do. We put a little thin layer, and then you put in your gauze. And then you press it. And I cut the gauze already so that you guys didn't have to go through the cutting process, to make things faster and easier. And then you come back with another layer of silicone. Now this, you have to work fast because it dries pretty quick, so you don't want it to dry on you. And that's why I made less too. You want to make as least amount as possible. Oh, see, this one I need a little bit more on this side because I think I didn't put enough. There you go. Now when you glue it, it's very messy, but it's fun. All the art is fun, you know. Might not be perfect, but it's good enough. There you go. So now after you connect this part, you go a little bit over, and then you connect this part. You try to make it as smooth as possible, and that's why I cut it, to make it as smooth as possible. So we go right there. I should have probably cut this one a little bit bigger. This will make the vase not break down, the mold. There you go. Okay, sometimes it's easy to just do it with your hands. There you go. Okay, so that side is done. Now I have to make sure I get all of them glued. It's not an easy thing to do because it gets messy, and but you know, everything that you do for art, it's work. And the reason I do the art is to de-stress, and I like it. So it's not something that has to be easy. The reason I am trying to do this is to see if I can make a mold to make my vases for my plants. So I designed a few. Oops. to do both sides. Then I still have to do the other part of the mold, which probably will be video number 3. Okay, now the next step will be this one. I want to do it like that. Then I have to see on these sides here, I don't need too much. That's good. And this side I don't need it either. So I cut those little pieces in case I need it, but I'm not going to need it. So now, put a little bit on top of it. I made a little bit of the silicone because I didn't want it to waste. And I'm probably not going to have enough to do the whole thing. So I am going to do my best. Now, if you make the mold with just the silicone, it's going to be very weak. When you do it this way, it will stay stronger. And it's not going to tear on you. So, but you remember, you only have 30 minutes to work with this, so it's very, very difficult. But this will make it stronger. Now I already put on this side, so I'm gonna be using this one. And I want to make sure I have it stretched on the sides. There you go. So I don't have to do the extra part. Now, okay. When it dries, you'll be better. See, I thought I made enough to make all these 4, but obviously, as you can tell, it's not going to be. By using the gauze, it makes it where it's stronger and it will last longer. Of course, you know, if you have plenty of money and you don't like to save money, you can always just get a box and put the silicone in the box and not have to do this. I like to make it, first of all, I don't have all that space for storage. So I have to make it this way. Because then I can store one inside there. If I make into a big box to make this, that's gonna take too much. So there you go. Once you put it in there, I'm gonna make a mold with plaster, and then I'll be able to take it apart. Until then, I have to wait. Now this is gonna be drying stronger. So I got another one to just do the other one. And I wanna put a little bit right there. There you go. And the good thing about it is that it's different color. I wanna put a little bit more on top of these and spread it with my hands. There you go. All right, now let me move these guys and do this one. There you go. Now this one, the same thing. I think I'm gonna do is just put it all over. On this one, because I don't have much left. And I'm definitely gonna have to buy more silicone because I don't think I have enough silicone to do all these vases. But I buy the silicone on Amazon. Maybe I can see if how to link to the video. I'll try that, guys. I have to learn about all this stuff, but I want to help whoever wants to do some art and give ideas, help you guys with what I learned. See, I had this thing from the dollar store, these brushes from the dollar store. It's good because it saves money. You can throw them out without feeling too guilty because they're cheap. It comes 3 in a package. However, you have to be watching because look, you get the bristles coming off easily. All right, so since I already cut these guys, it will be easier to just attach. There you go. You can't see it from there, but basically what I'm doing is just putting in the place and just gluing all over. That's all. That's all I'm doing with these. This is not the best material, but it works. I'm gonna be trying to use it that way. See, I'm supposed to put a lot of these on top of it because to hold it, but it's not coming off too easy. I have enough that I want to do, but I want to put this one up too. Actually, you know what? Let me just finish this side up before it dries out. There you go. And I can just put some of these on top and just spread it with my hands, because I find it's easier to do it this way with your hands on your gloves. And then I can just do this one. There you go. They have to kind of fit in properly. And you should have the scissor by your hand. Now, if you get silicone on the scissor, don't worry about it because on the scissors. My daughter always joke with me about my accent. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, you can cut it as you need. So let me cut as I need. I think there's only enough to do this one. I don't have enough to do any other one. I cut all those gauze to be able to do them all. I was hoping to be able to finish this today, but I don't have enough. So I'm not gonna make any more because I want to first do other stuff that I need to do. Alright, so that goes there. I can take some from the bottom. There you go. Now I'm gonna do this side, which is this one. So you want to make it, there you go. Then you can stretch it. So you stretch it to that side and stretch it to this side. There you go. Okay. There you go. This is gonna make so much stronger and it will help so it doesn't break. Now I gotta put some more. And I'm gonna squeeze whatever I can squeeze out of this brush, because I may make some whatever I have left, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. This dries pretty quickly, so we have to work on it fast. And I don't want to use all my containers with these. Okay, but I do want to finish at least this one up. So that can get closer to there. Ideally would be to put a little bit more than I put, because remember, when this dries out, you have to have a rubbery. I may have to do another coat. May have to do 3 coats, because I don't think this is gonna be enough. We'll find out together, and then we'll see how it ends up being. But this is how you make the mold, and you can make the mold for vases, for pretty much whatever you feel like making. So thanks for watching. Follow up if you can sign up. I will show you tomorrow, the next day, probably will be tomorrow, how this is gonna go, and also show you the next step. Once I finish all the steps, I'm gonna be linking all those videos together so you can see them. You want to make a thick layer, and I didn't make enough, so hopefully it's gonna work out, and I may have to do another coat. Yeah, definitely we're gonna have to. So I'm gonna wait until this dries out, and then I'll do another one. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video about this, and you're gonna like at the end. And if you want to try this, it's not that hard. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do it too. Now just stay tuned for how it turns out. Once I take a next step, I will do another video and show it to you guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye. And make sure you use your gloves. Thank you. Bye-bye.